So, Jonathan Lemire, and I know you've been covering this and you've been hearing and you've been reporting about it. First of all, people are saying now, the early response, so this is an outlier this fall. We heard the same thing about the Bloomberg poll that was fairly positive for Joe Biden in swing states a few days ago. Oh, that's an outlier. You can only, at some point, positive polls saying, as Willie just said, the debate didn't move anything. At some point, outliers stop becoming outliers and they become actual the polls that matter. I will say one thing that we do have to underline here, just so viewers can follow what's going on behind the scenes, is the Biden campaign and many Democratic officials do believe that Barack Obama is quietly working behind the scenes to orchestrate this. And if Joe Biden believes that, that's not going to get him out of the race any faster. Anytime David Axelrod attacks him, David Axelrod ensures that Joe Biden will dig himself in another day.
Yes,
anytime the pod bros say something nasty about Joe Biden, which they have repeatedly said nasty things about Joe Biden, before the debate, after the debate, every time they do that, he digs in a little bit further. The pathway to Joe Biden graciously stepping aside does not go through the Obamas or the Clintons. It just doesn't. Again, as I said, because some people don't understand, I'm not talking about what ought to be. I'm talking about what is. And this is the reality. Jonathan Lemire, Joe Biden is deeply resentful of his treatment under not only the Obama staff, but also the way he was pushed aside for Hillary Clinton. He's deeply resentful of those trying to shove him out of the way. He's always felt like an outsider, always felt like people have looked down upon him. And that's why I said at the top of the show, and people who know him best say, the only people that can talk to him are Nancy Pelosi, Ted Kaufman, Chris Dodd, John Kerry, Ron Klain, of course, Jim Clyburn, and members of the Biden family.
And Lemire, hold on one second. It's not just resentment. He's been right. He's proven them wrong.
Well, a lot of these same
it's like
people,
you guys are wrong.
A lot of these same people have mocked and ridiculed him. You can look at David Axelrod's quotes through the years. They mocked and ridiculed him on his way to victory in 2020.
Yeah, President Biden, his whole political career, he talks about this. He feels like he's been underestimated, and that fuels his success. That he has been knocked down. He's suffered a number of setbacks. He's candid about it. And each time he gets himself back up and he forges forward. He talks about how as an Irishman, he proudly holds grudges. He doesn't let them go. And he uses that as fuel. And you're right to highlight the 2015, 2016 decision when Obama decided to support Hillary Clinton instead of his own vice president, Joe Biden, for the presidential nomination that year. That's something that has eaten at Biden ever since. There are a select group of people he'd listen to. You just went through most of them. It certainly has to be underlined that his family would have the most sway. Another name I'd add would be Chuck Schumer, the Senate Majority Leader. And there have been some Democrats who feel like if Schumer were to come to him and say, look, Schumer and Pelosi, perhaps, if you stay atop the ticket, the effects down ballot would be devastating. Perhaps that'd be something he would listen to. Hakeem Jeffries has said he will share some concerns directly with the president in the days ahead. But every single signal that we've gotten from the Biden camp is he's made a decision, he's staying.